Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm just recording what I've been doing this week. Well, the most interesting bits that I can show without actually doxing myself, because the most interesting bits are me actually getting an apartment. I have an apartment in Oregon. I have my own address. I have an account with the electric company in my name. I am dog sitting, cat, dog, guinea pig, house sitting at the moment for one cousin. I'm going to another cousin's wedding this evening. I'm going to see everybody. I'm spending the night at an Airbnb tonight with my brother and his wife, and that's gonna be fun. And in the morning tomorrow, we're gonna get breakfast, and then I gotta go home, and then I have to figure out everything that I have to get done in the next 3 weeks for this move cross country by myself. And I'm very tired right now. I don't know if you can tell. I am just like, I just want to record this while I have nice makeup on. This is really what it is. Let's see. What do I have to get done? I have the apartment. I've signed paperwork that says I'm coming. I've put down a $500 holding fee. I have to get cashier's checks for the rest of the rent and the security deposit. I have to have a discussion with my boss about like what exactly I need to do my job remotely. I think I have a general gist, but we haven't really had a discussion about like logistically what's going to happen here. I think I have to bring my laptop into work and like register it with the hospital. Maybe? Who knows? I don't know what you do if you're already working remotely and then you buy a new laptop. Anyways, I should probably tell you that in this video that we are watching, that you're watching, and I'm not explaining at all because my brain is going in 300 directions. I went for a walk. It was a big walk, okay? It was like 2.5 hours of basically a hike to the post office because we live on top of a hill. And I have been a day person all this week so that I could be a day person for this wedding. And I went to the gym twice during the day. And there were just like guys who do like the whole like loud grunting thing when they lift, which I don't understand why you need to be so dramatic. Like, I lift as heavy as I physically can, and when it gets difficult, I do some like labored breathing, but I don't go like like what the and it's always like some guy in his early 20s. Like, we get it, bro. It's heavy. We're all at the gym. I don't know who you're doing that for. And then these are also the same guys that don't clean anything. I'm like, I know there are people that don't clean gym equipment after they're done. I don't want to see it. I miss going to the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning when there's like maybe one other person. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody at the door. And then there's also like the people that bounce around from like one piece of equipment to the other, and you're just like, I don't know about you, but like I try to stay out of people's way. So like I'm trying to like figure out what they're doing so that I can continue my workout without being in their way. Like I have certain exercises that I have, like, say I want to work out a certain muscle group and some guy is on the machine that has my favorite way to do that. I have like alternatives for almost every muscle group. I'll find another way. I will, instead of using the squat rack, I will go grab some dumbbells and do some Bulgarian split squats or whatever the fuck they're called today, you know? Which, by the way, love a split squat right now. Love it. I have like two 25-pound dumbbells on each side. So it adds an extra 50 pounds to the split squat. And I have found that really rapidly, like in the last 2 or 3 weeks that I've been doing it, it's increased my balance. My balance has gotten so much better in real life, like life outside of the gym. Like I can put on a shoe standing up and tie it on, well, like standing on one foot. Look at me now. So that's cool. But basically, I ended up going for this hike because I needed to get some movement in. I didn't want to go to the gym. I also don't like going for walks because I think it's really hard to do. It's really hard for me to like go for walks with no purpose. It's mind numbing. I hate it the whole time, but because I had like an errand to run, it made it easier. Also in this video, by the way, we're making apple pie and apple pie cheesecake. My dad has an apple orchard, which, by the way, had everybody in New England that has an apple orchard would probably let you know that like we don't really have apples this year. There's some, obviously. They're in the video. But there was a cold snap in May, right when like the blossoms were out, and it killed a lot of the blossoms. No blossom, no apple. And then the ones that did survive were kind of stunted, or like they're a little slower, so like they're not as big and they're kind of hard. They're not great, but they work for baking. But somebody who's a usual customer of the apple orchard messaged us to order 1 apple pie and 4 mini cheesecakes, but my dad likes apple pie, so I just made 2 apple pies in one go because I can fit 2 in the oven at the same time. And then I have to make the mini cheesecakes 6 at a time because it's just the recipe makes 6. And also, it's really not hard to like give away cheesecake, by the way. So I ended up giving 1 to my aunt, and then I ate 1 because I made them. And I like the cheesecake, and I had a birthday, so there. That was like another reason why I needed to go for the walk, is that due to my birthday being this week, I've been a little lax on tracking. Well, not tracking. I am tracking my food, but it has not been like peak healthy good portions. It's been like a mix of fasting and eating whatever tastes good. And just like not binging, because that used to be a problem for me like up to maybe like 2 years ago. Up till 2 years ago. So it was like a year and a half ago that I started really working on losing weight before, and now I'm down like 85 pounds. So like every couple of months I have a few days where I just kind of like take a break. But I also use the Macro Factor food tracking app. And so you have to pay for it, but I think it's totally worth it because it does a lot of the math that I could do myself, but I don't want to do on like an almost daily basis. You give it all your information, and then you tell it what your goal is. Like I said I want to lose or aim to lose 2 pounds a week. And then you could tell it that you want to gain weight, right? But then you also tell it like what kind of diet you're on. Are you like a high carb person? Are you a low carb person? Are you a keto person? And then it doesn't tell you what to eat, but it starts off just guessing how much you expend in a day, like how much energy you expend, just based off of just, I guess, data from science. But it doesn't really matter. You just do what it says. Start off with that initial calorie target, and then it'll break down like your macros, your protein, fat, and carbs, what you should aim for every day. And then at least once a week, you have to weigh yourself. And judging from how much food you eat and where your weight is going, up or down by how much, it figures out over time about how much energy you're expending. So then it's got a better idea of how to figure out how much of a deficit you should have. So even when I'm not being particularly, sorry, I got distracted by the guinea pig in the other room. Even when I'm not being particularly good and like meal prepping and eating all protein and veg, which I have to eat like 200 grams of protein every day, it's a lot. But I feel really good when I do it. So like when you're off track, basically, you still have to tell the app what you're eating, even if you're just guesstimating at the end of the day, and let it know like today I ate 3,500 calories instead of the like 1,800 calories I'm supposed to. And just be honest with the app, and then it'll figure out what we need to do next to try to keep you on the goal. But I love that app. It's super duper. I highly recommend it. Because, once a week it will check everything, like how many calories you ate, what happened with your weight, what should we do now. And it literally every week recalibrates your calorie target and your macros. So I'm thinking next week it's probably going to tell me to eat less, which I will, because I need to. But I really needed to go for that long walk because I haven't eaten enough protein. And when I eat a lot of like more carbs than protein, I start to feel weird. Just kind of like, I don't know what the word is. It's not bloated. Maybe maybe there's some like inflammation or something. I just feel icky. So that's why, like, I don't know. It's good that I have such a long track period of, it doesn't even make any sense. It's good that I have been eating healthy for so long now that it kind of discourages me from eating poorly for long periods of time, because I miss feeling like a well-oiled machine is what it is. But if you are going to be off track for a little bit, keeping up the activity really helps, especially with digestion and just like literally working through what you ate instead of just like eating a bunch of food that you shouldn't really have and then just sitting on the couch with it. Just gonna make it worse. Where are we? Oh, we're making cheesecake now. That's fun. The cheesecakes, oh, these are my apple pie cheesecakes, which I could say that I made up because I literally just put this together on my own, but I'm sure it exists already. Basically, I have a graham cracker crust. It was inside a graham cracker box. There's 3 packages of graham crackers, and you use 1.5 of the packages and a stick of melted butter. Whiz it together in the food processor. Pack it into all of your little cheesecake tins. And then we had apple pie mixture, which is just like 3 small apples or 2 big apples, basically, is what you're going to need. And you chop them up into little tiny bits. And you mix them with the sugar, flour, cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. And then you put a little mound of apples in each springform pan, but you want to make sure that the apples don't touch the outside of the pan. Basically, you want the cheesecake batter to completely cover the apples, because the apples are going to start leaking juices, and you want to keep that contained inside the cheesecake. And then you bake them, and then when they come out, you let them cool, and then once they're completely cooled, you can I make a cinnamon caramel sauce that I drizzle on top. FYI, you do have to make sure that they are fully cooled, because otherwise they will just rupture and everything will fall apart once you put the hot caramel sauce on it. So yeah. What else is going on? Went for the walk because I didn't want to go to the gym. Walked to the post office because I hate going for walks and I needed a purpose. Baked all the stuff that I needed to bake. Got an apartment. Have an address. Set up the electricity. Still need to get cashier's checks for the rest of my rent and my security deposit. I gotta call the bank this week because I still haven't seen the title for my car, and it's been 3 weeks and they said it could be about 2. Gonna need that before I go. I'm waiting for an email from the apartment complex with the list of move-in stuff that I need to have, because it has the specifics that I need for renter's insurance, because I already have insurance through Progressive for my car. So I figured it would be cheaper to bundle my insurances together with Progressive than to pay what I pay for car insurance now and then pay for renter's insurance separately, even though it would be easier to do renter's insurance through whatever company that the apartment complex is doing, because they're using, I don't remember what it's called. They're using something where you just like click on a link and then it has all your information, and then they just go, oh look, $22 a month. But I think I can get it cheaper. Well, if not cheaper, I did like a little quote thing on Progressive, and it made my car insurance cheaper, which made the whole bundle cheaper than doing them separately. It's not something else we need to do. And I need to finish packing my stuff so that it all fits in the car, because it's just me in the car. And then I also have to figure out how to do my job remotely with my boss. So, I feel like there isn't too much to accomplish in the next 3 weeks, but I am going to be stressed out, and it's just how it's going to be. So, that's great. Yeah, next week there will be a meal prep video, because I do work next weekend. And I also need to maybe find something to meal prep for the week for my days off, because I need healthy food on hand so that I can get back on track and feel like a well-oiled machine again, because I miss it. But for now, I'm gonna go away and I'm going to pack up my stuff here so that I can go to this wedding and have fun with everybody. And that's all. If for some reason you are still watching this video, please give it a like. Maybe leave a comment. If you want the actual like recipe for my pies and my cheesecakes, just leave it in there. Just tell me in the comment below, and I think I have them typed up somewhere. I think I can just copy and paste that. So, other than that, everybody have a great day, and I will see you later. Goodbye.